This is the most common sight you'll see in the backseat of a car these days. Almost every child in the Western world is connected to technology and to the media in some way, and at ages that can dramatically affect their overall behavior and development. Now look into your bag, or even into your hand for that matter. Chances are you have at least one piece of technology on your person at all times. And why wouldn't you? Our world is so technology focused, it's hard to not have what consumes our lives. But with the media being at the center of our society, parents are giving in so easily when it comes to the restrictions they place on their children. Throughout my research, I've discovered many shocking things about the media and what their effects can be on children. And parents really need to realize that by allowing their children to freely roam around the media, whether it be by watching television or spending hours on end on social media, it can really take a toll on how they act and behave and their development throughout their lifetime. Children begin having a relationship with the media at a very young age. By the time they're 2 years old, more than 90% of American children have an online footprint. But when you look around, that doesn't seem too surprising, now does it? When you walk into the grocery store, a parent is pushing around their 2-year-old in a cart while they sit there playing a game on their iPhone. Now, I know firsthand, when I go out to dinner with my friend and his family, the first thing the children do when the server comes over to the table, they hand them their iPads and they ask for the Wi-Fi password. The entire meal, the children just sit at the end of the table and play on their iPads with their headphones in. And that's not a rare sight either. Every time I go to a restaurant, there's a family sitting there, and all the children just sit there with their headphones in on their iPads or their phones. When used correctly and in moderation, the media can be a positive tool that can help children learn and develop, and it has been integrated into learning plans in some classrooms. But what a lot of people don't realize is that when children go beyond the classroom and beyond the learning, they become consumed in their own world to a point where some professionals diagnose it as the internet addiction disorder. Internet addiction disorder causes children to score a higher score for OCD, general and social anxiety, ADHD, and other maladaptive behaviors. Social media is an insane outlet for children growing up. They post things without thinking about the consequences of it. Being a teenager myself, I know this firsthand, that once something is posted online, you can't take it back. But the whole concept of social media has led children to grow up with obsessive personalities and narcissistic attitudes. By posting selfies and videos on things such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, kids and teenagers are always in need for constant positive feedback. If they don't get enough likes on their selfie, they'll become upset and think that they're ugly, or if they don't have enough Instagram or Twitter followers, they'll think that they're not that popular. The entire notion of having someone follow you online has just grown entirely out of proportion, and that young kids have just gone absolutely crazy with it. Children as young as the age of 12 are meeting people online, and they're trying to meet them in person. Social media has just become an extremely dangerous place. The worst part is that social media is teaching our children that this type of behavior is okay. Not only is this outlet for these children to communicate with strangers, but it's so easy to find and add people. New apps such as Tinder and Kik, strangers and child predators are lurking within these sites. Sites like these are inviting teenagers and young children to meet new people and let them know all about you. Child predators have tapped into these outlets and are targeting young children who are foolish enough to fall for their traps. Information that I have found out throughout my research has provided ways that will shape the future of adolescents everywhere. What they learn or don't learn throughout the media teaches them how to interact with their peers and help shape their pathways. Although the media can be used positively, and oftentimes is, children need to be taught how to use the media in this way, and need to be taught how to use it in moderation. In today's rapidly growing society, media usages are only going to grow, so we need to keep an eye on what the effects of their usages are and how it will affect our children.